Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Alignment Healthcare, and let's just say there's a bit of a shake-up in the executive suite. It's like when your favorite sports team suddenly swaps out a key player right before the playoffs. We'll see if this changes a strategic timeout or something more serious. So what's the story? A top executive is leaving Alignment Healthcare. We'll break down why this matters and what it could mean for the company's future. Because sometimes who's in charge matters just as much as the numbers. Let's jump right into it. The report tells us that Hakan Tadez, who was the Chief Experience Officer, is leaving the company. He told Alignment Healthcare about his plan to leave on April 9th. His last day in the role was right away, but he's sticking around until May 16th to help with the handover. Now, Chief Experience Officer might sound like fancy corporate jargon, but it's a pretty important job. This person is in charge of making sure that customers and patients have a good experience with Alignment Healthcare. So when that person leaves, it's worth asking why. Is there trouble in paradise, or is it just a new opportunity calling? The company says he's leaving to pursue other professional opportunities. That's corporate speak for we're not going to tell you the real reason. It could be anything from getting a better offer somewhere else to a disagreement with the company's direction. Whatever the reason, it creates uncertainty. Someone else has to step in and take over, and that takes time. Why is this important? Well, Alignment Healthcare is in the business of healthcare plans, especially for seniors. In this business, customer experience is everything. If people aren't happy with their healthcare, they'll switch to a different plan. This is especially true for older adults who might need more support and attention. The report is signed off by Christopher Joyce, who is the Chief Legal and Administrative Officer. Think of him as the person making sure all the paperwork is in order and that the company is following the rules. Now, let's zoom out and talk about Alignment Healthcare itself. They're not a household name like United Healthcare or Humana, but they're a player in the growing market of Medicare Advantage plans. These plans are offered by private companies but are funded by the government. The goal is to provide better, more coordinated care for seniors than traditional Medicare. So, Alignment Healthcare is trying to stand out by offering a better experience, focusing on technology and personalized care. That's why having a strong Chief Experience Officer is so important. When that person leaves, it puts pressure on the company to find a good replacement fast. What are the possible consequences of this leadership change? First, it could disrupt the company's strategy for improving customer experience. New leadership might have different ideas, and that could lead to confusion and delays. Second, it could hurt employee morale. People might wonder why the executive left and whether there are other problems at the company. But of course, there's always the risk that the company will lose customers if the experience isn't up to par. In the healthcare industry, reputation is everything. One bad experience can spread like wildfire on social media and damage a company's brand. So what should we watch for in the coming months? Keep an eye on who Alignment Healthcare hires to replace Hakan Tadez. Do they bring in someone with a proven track record in customer experience, or do they go with an internal candidate who might not have the same level of expertise? Also, pay attention to customer satisfaction scores and whether there are any big changes in the company's marketing or technology strategy. Now, what's my take on all this? Well, executive departures are never a good sign, especially when it's someone in a key role like Chief Experience Officer. It suggests that there might be some underlying issues at the company that aren't being disclosed. At the very least, it creates uncertainty and distraction. Alignment Healthcare needs to address this leadership gap quickly and reassure investors, employees and customers that it's still committed to providing a great experience. Otherwise, this could be a bump in the road that slows down their growth and hurts their reputation. However, it's also important to remember that executive changes happen all the time. Sometimes it's just a matter of someone finding a better opportunity or wanting to pursue a different path. It doesn't necessarily mean that the company needs to be transparent and proactive in managing the transition. Overall, this executive departure is a yellow flag for Alignment Healthcare. It's not a reason to panic, but it's something to keep an eye on. The company's success depends on its ability to attract and retain customers, and that in turn depends on providing a great experience. If they can't do that, they'll struggle to compete in the crowded market of Medicare Advantage plans. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder. If you found this analysis helpful, please like and subscribe for more insights into the world of corporate filings. Also, let me know in the comments what companies you'd like me to decode next. Until then, stay informed and stay skeptical.